I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. Now, it might not get me there any faster,
Earthquake,
but hey,
earthquake.
just be ready
Severe
for
shaking
it.
expected in 15 seconds. Drop, cover, hold.
I can't go anywhere. If you're so busy watching me tailgate,
Earthquake,
you don't see me in
earthquake.
front.
Severe shaking expected in 4 seconds. Drop, cover, hold.
This is not a test. Event type is natural. At 9:43 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, an earthquake with a magnitude of 7.3 on the Richter scale struck the west coast of the upper North American continent, causing severe damage to homes and infrastructure. Be advised that further aftershocks could occur without any warning. When exiting your homes, be aware of debris, downed power lines, and gas leaks in your area. Do not return to your home if they have sustained severe damage until authorities deem it safe to do so. Remain calm. Stay tuned for further updates on this dangerous situation. Ceci n'est pas un test. L'événement est de type naturel. À 9h43, heure avancée du Pacifique, un séisme d'une magnitude de 7,3 sur l'échelle de Richter a frappé la côte est de la partie supérieure du continent nord-américain, causant de graves dommages aux habitations et aux infrastructures. Sachez que d'autres répliques pourraient survenir sans avertissement. En quittant votre domicile, soyez attentif aux débris, aux lignes électriques tombées et aux fuites de gaz dans votre zone. Ne retournez pas chez vous si vos habitations ont subi des dommages importants avant que les autorités ne le jugent possible en toute sécurité. Restez calme. Restez à l'écoute pour plus d'informations sur cette situation dangereuse.
Talk to me, Anderson. What the hell is going on?
Sir, it's a complete disaster. The entire facility has been wrecked.
How many of the assets got out?
All of them. The earthquake tore through all 9 enclosures. Every single asset, terrestrial, avian, and marine, has escaped.
Jesus Christ. What's the status of the bridge to the outside world?
Moderately damaged, but still somewhat intact.
What? You didn't scuttle the bridge?
We tried, sir, but the charges were damaged from the quake. It's too late anyways. They already crossed into Aristazabal Island. It's only a matter of time until they reach the mainland into British Columbia.
Damn it. All right, this entire situation is a lost cause. Find anyone else who survived the breach and get off the island. Rendezvous at the Alaskan facility and await further instructions.
At once, sir. God have mercy on all of our souls.
LeBryant Knight knows exactly where everything was.
Well, houses. This was a store. This was the neighborhood laundromat. This is where people paid their bills.
This is not a test. Event type is civil. At 1:42 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Royal Canadian Mounted Police had received calls from several residents concerning an unknown animal near the southwestern suburban region of Campbell River. Eyewitnesses described the animal to be 2 meters tall, 7 meters long, is covered in black and brown feathering, and possesses a large sickle-shaped claw on each of its hind legs. This creature does not match the description of any local wildlife native to Campbell River. Due to the unknown nature of this animal, all residents are strongly urged to remain vigilant and not to approach this creature for any reason due to the risk of severe injury or death. If you see this creature, contact the Royal Canadian Mounted Police immediately and seek shelter in the nearest structure. Stay tuned for further updates on this developing situation. Ceci n'est pas un test. L'événement est de type civil. À 13h42, heure avancée du Pacifique, la Gendarmerie royale du Canada a reçu des appels de plusieurs résidents concernant un animal inconnu près de la banlieue sud-ouest de Campbell River. Des témoins oculaires décrivent l'animal comme mesurant 2 mètres de haut et 7 mètres de long, couvert de plumes noires et brunes et possédant une grande griffe en forme de faucille sur chacune de ses pattes arrière. Cet animal ne correspond à aucune description de la faune locale indigène de Campbell River. En raison de la nature inconnue de cet animal, il est fortement recommandé à tous les résidents de rester vigilants et de ne pas s'en approcher sous aucun prétexte, en raison du risque de blessures graves ou de mort. Si vous apercevez cet animal, contactez immédiatement la Gendarmerie royale du Canada et réfugiez-vous dans la structure la plus proche. Restez à l'écoute pour plus de détails sur l'évolution de la situation.
A grisly discovery forced police in Bellingham to close off a popular boardwalk and a nearby park for most of Sunday.
Yeah, police tell us a body washed ashore, and now they're working to figure out what happened here. As Fox 13's Zach Anders explains, the scene is wider than they originally thought. Zach.
Yes, it was early this morning when police found a man offshore of this popular park here in Bellingham Boulevard Park. And then just a short walk down this pier, a mother and her young daughters made another discovery.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Bellingham Police Department in conjunction with the Whatcom County Sheriff's Office. This is not a test. At 10:56 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, several calls were received from residents concerning a large group of unidentified animals near the northwestern Bellingham suburban area. Eyewitnesses described these creatures as being reptilian, with sizes ranging from 15 feet to over 30 feet long. Some of these creatures have also been noted to have large horns, clubbed or spiked tails, and large crests on their heads. It has been observed that these creatures do not inherently attack humans, but due to their size and armament, they are to be considered as dangerous wild animals. As a precaution, all residents in the Bellingham suburban area are strongly advised to remain indoors and not to approach any of these creatures, as doing so could risk provocation, resulting in severe injury or death. If you see any of these animals near your residence, or if any of them break into your home, call 911 and report the animal's location to local authorities. Police and animal control units have been dispatched to track down and contain these dangerous animals. Remain calm and obey all instructions given to you. This is KVOS-TV. We will remain on the air for the remainder of this crisis. The emergency alert system has been activated.
"911, what's your emergency?"
Oh God, please help me. It's right outside my window.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to take a breath. Where are you calling from?
I'm on Grady Way near Parker Street. This thing has me trapped in my shed.
What's trapped you in your shed?
A lizard. A giant fucking lizard. It's bigger than my truck and has a bunch of sharp teeth.
Are you talking about an alligator?
No, it's so much bigger. It's standing on 2 legs and...
Sir, are you there? Dispatch, send a unit over to Grady Way immediately and have animal control accompany them as well. We're dealing with a 1011 and possible 1067 inside of a shed. Be prepared to deal with some large reptilian creature.
LB 98 from station at 1 from Ellis Street.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Everett Police Department in conjunction with the Snohomish County Sheriff's Office and the University of Washington. This is not a test. At 11:45 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the creatures that were first reported within the city of Bellingham have now been spotted near the northwestern Everett suburban area. Washington State Patrol has determined that over 150 of these animals are present in the mentioned region. Additionally, scientists at the University of Washington have confirmed that the creatures found in the Bellingham and Everett suburban and metropolitan areas are a group of prehistoric reptilian creatures from the Mesozoic era, commonly known to the public as dinosaurs. The reason for the existence of these dinosaurs is currently unknown, given that these creatures have been extinct for over 66 million years. Regardless, the presence of these animals poses an extreme threat to all other life and property. Because of the dangers posed by these creatures, all residents in the Everett suburban and metropolitan areas are ordered to shelter in place immediately. Close and lock all windows and doors. Turn off all heating and ventilation systems. Move to an interior room with the least number of windows and doors, such as a bathroom or closet. Make sure you have enough food, water, medical supplies, blankets and extra clothing, a flashlight with extra batteries, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio. If any of these creatures break into your home, take cover in a separate room and call 911 and report the creature's location to local authorities. Do not attempt to approach or handle with these dinosaurs yourself, as doing so will result in an attack, causing severe injury or death. The Washington State National Guard have been dispatched to locate and contain any and all dinosaur species within the affected areas. Remain indoors until the all-clear is given. This is KONG-TV. Normal programming has been suspended indefinitely. The emergency alert system has been activated.
This is not a test. Event type is civil. At approximately 2:35 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the creatures that were first reported in the city of Campbell River have migrated into the suburban and rural regions of Dawson Creek, Grand Prairie, and Cherry Point. These animals have been observed causing severe damage to life and property, with several reports of attacks on residents and domestic animals, as well as damage to buildings and infrastructure such as telephone poles, fences, and small structures. Royal Mounted Canadian Police have determined that over 100 animals have been confirmed to be present in each of the mentioned areas. It has also been confirmed by scientists from the United States that the creatures in question are, in fact, several reptilian species from the Mesozoic era, colloquially known by the general populace as dinosaurs. Due to the extremity of the situation concerning these creatures, the premiers of British Columbia and Alberta have declared a state of emergency for the affected provinces. A curfew is now in effect for all cities with a confirmed presence of dinosaurian creatures. Remain in your homes until the situation is resolved. The Canadian Armed Forces will assist the Royal Mounted Canadian Police in tracking down and containing or neutralizing the dinosaur threat in each affected city. Remain calm and await further updates on this dangerous situation.
LB 98 from station at 1 from Ellis Street.
Good afternoon. This is NBC News Now. Our top story continues to be the incident involving large herds of dinosaurs migrating across the state of Washington, with more reports of these creatures being present in the provinces of Alberta and British Columbia. These animals have caused extensive damage to life and property, costing millions of dollars, with the recorded number of injuries and deaths predicted to be in the thousands. In addition, it's been observed by residents and authorities alike that some of these dinosaurs are forming nesting sites in forested, rural, and low-populated areas. The effects on local ecosystems across the Pacific Northwest have been devastating, with populations of native deer, wolves, bison, and bears dropping to dangerously low levels. The Washington National Guard and Washington State Patrol have their work cut out for them as this dino crisis continues to escalate over the coming hours. This is NBC News Now. Stay with us as the situation continues to develop.
We interrupt our programming. Our regional state of emergency is now in effect. Please stand by for the civil danger warning message. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Washington state government. This is not a test. Please listen closely to this message, as it contains vital information that could increase your chances of survival. Over the past few days, an invasive prehistoric species has spread throughout the state of Washington, as well as the provinces of Alberta and British Columbia in Canada. These creatures, known collectively by the general public as dinosaurs, have caused extensive damage to life and property as well as dismantling several ecosystems throughout the state of Washington. It has also been observed by residents and state authorities that these creatures have begun crossing into the states of Oregon, Idaho, and Montana. Additionally, it has been confirmed by eyewitnesses that these animals have begun breeding in the wild at an alarming rate, particularly within forested, rural, and suburban areas. Due to the extremity of the situation concerning these creatures, our regional state of emergency is now in effect for all of the state of Washington. The governor of Washington has relayed the following mandatory actions to be taken into effect immediately. A shelter-in-place order has been issued for the following cities: Bellingham, Everett, Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia, Yakima, Ellensburg, Wenatchee, Everett, and Spokane. If you're in one of these cities, seek immediate shelter indoors and do not go outside until further notice. Make sure you have enough supplies to last for at least 14 days. Public shelters will be open for the next 24 hours if you cannot get to the safety of your own home. For all other cities in the state of Washington, a mandatory evacuation order is now in effect. Be prepared to leave your home within a moment's notice. Assist your neighbors if they cannot leave on their own. Do not pick up friends or relatives in schools, hospitals, or nursing homes. These facilities have their own evacuation procedures and will act on them accordingly. Tie a white cloth or towel to signal to authorities that you have safely evacuated your residence. Do not hang up the cloth or towel if you need assistance. Evacuations will begin in the next 15 minutes. Prepare to leave immediately. National Guard and military units will assist in evacuations as well as locating and neutralizing all dinosaurs they come across. Containing these animals is no longer a viable solution. All dinosaurian creatures must be exterminated. This is KGTK TV. Normal programming has been suspended indefinitely. The emergency alert system has been activated.
Anderson, you better have a good explanation on what the hell is happening.
Sir, I think I have an idea on what's going on. Do you remember how we were able to get the assets to grow so fast?
Yeah, it was the help of a growth serum that was ingested by the infants of each species via a specialized batch of soft foods. That way we could observe the growth of each asset in a matter of months rather than years. How is this relevant to the rapid reproduction?
Well, it seems that the serum had an unintended side effect. It seems that the compound we gave them also increased their needs for reproduction and nesting.
How? We've never seen them make any signs of breeding activity, nor have we seen any nests.
True, but you're forgetting one thing, sir. Remember how we managed to keep each of the species' populations under control?
Yeah, it was thanks to Chem A, a chemical compound we used to inhibit the need for reproduction of any sort. Forced abstinence, if you will. That way we could keep each asset's populations in check and still have males and females sharing enclosures.
Exactly. Since their desire for breeding was inhibited, we never saw the signs. Now that they're out in the wild, their reproductive needs aren't being suppressed anymore, and they're laying so many eggs in so many nests. Do you realize what this means?
Holy shit. A fucking population boom is imminent. The entire Pacific Northwest will be swarming with those things.
It's too late to do anything now. We no longer have control over those assets, and the people have long since become aware of their existence. Our only option left is
hide out in and hope to God that the military kills off the assets. Yes. I can't believe this is happening. 25 years of hard work and dedication gone straight down the damn drain. Anderson, stay with the rest of the surviving staff in and pray that the authorities don't figure out that we're responsible.